It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. This just in from the state track and field meet. Summit sophomore Jamison Lee is the new state champion for boys 100-meter wheelchair sprint. Less than a year ago, Jamison was paralyzed in a mountain bike accident. This was his first trip to state as a para-athlete. Charges are dismissed, but the criminal investigation continues into a Team Summit ski coach accused of molesting an athlete in Taos this March. The 8th District Attorney in New Mexico tells Krystal 93 investigators are collecting evidence for a possible grand jury indictment. This would protect underage witnesses from taking the stand. Says the DA, we remain committed to ensuring a thorough and fair investigation. Another day with no sign of Sean McCart, the man reported missing in Vail last week. Summit Sheriff was in Officers Gulch again today, assisting Vail PD with drones and canines. Teams have searched from Copper to Lake Dillon and found nothing except the man's missing truck. Forecasters warn of another snowy and possibly slick night on the I-70 mountain corridor. One last blast of snow tonight could mean black ice, especially on mountain passes. Last night, snow and wind caused 3 separate accidents on Vail Pass, sending 1 trucker to the hospital and wrecking 6 vehicles. So where do old school buses go to retire? Shannon Lukens of Steamboat Radio has the answer.
They bale it up and they ship it off, and it will be recycled for the metal.
D&D Metal Recycle in Steamboat has crushed and baled 3 Summit School District buses. But that is only half the story.
And it's part of the Environmental Protection Agency's Clean School Bus Incentive Program. So these diesel buses are being replaced, the engines, with electric motors.
You can see before and after photos from the Steamboat Bus Crush at Krystal93.com.
I grew from the dirt of an Oklahoma farm, rooted in hope, nourished by promises.
That is author Ken Steele of Summit Cove reading from his debut novel, Promise of Unbroken Straw, set in Oklahoma during World War II. Tomorrow, Steele learns if his debut novel wins the prestigious Oklahoma Book Award.
I felt a bit like an imposter. So really, wow, I'm in this group all of a sudden. So it is really just kind of cool to be on the list.
Steele's novel is 15 years in the making, and he did it all with no agent. He found his own indie publisher, and he called dozens of book bloggers to get the word out.
I'm not a quitter, and I don't take failure as a result. Every time I wanted to quit, I took a moment, and then I got back in the game and kept at it.
Find your copy of Promise of Unbroken Straw online through Amazon, Target, and more. Next Page in Frisco can order it for you. In sports, the Nuggets are playing to stay alive tonight. They have Game 6 with the Thunder. And in local sports, today on the warm-up, Minturn paddler Rob Krystal is braving near-freezing water and May snow to train for the GoPro Mountain Games in June.
I'm really just a local guy, man. I've been able to compete against some of these big names, but I'm really just excited to be on the water with so many different people.
Krystal is a triple threat with the paddle, competing on kayak, raft, and paddleboard at GoPro, where he's up against visiting pros from the U.S., New Zealand, and Australia.
Each one is a different skill set, and it kind of challenges you to get outside your comfort zone, make some moves that you wouldn't normally make if you were just going down the river stretch with your friends.
New this year is head-to-head kayak, replacing the rowdy and sometimes bloody 8-ball kayak.
Watching Dane Jackson and Nick Troutman and Emily Jackson and some of the greats of kayaking go up against some of the local hardheads was always something to behold.
He will miss the 8-ball. He will not miss the bruises.
I stayed away from that event simply because I wanted all my teeth.
GoPro Mountain Games returns to Vail with water, bike, and run events, plus music and art, June 5th to the 8th. This is the warm-up with Mountain Athletes. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.